What is up, all my beautiful people? I hope you guys are having a great week and welcome to yet another Friday. Today is episode 50 of my Friday Positivities and Shoutouts, and I'm just going to take a second to say that's a milestone. It's crazy to think that I've been doing this for 50 weeks straight, haven't missed a single week. I know I've changed it here and there with the times and the format a little bit, but this type of series and these type of videos will always be here no matter what as a Friday video. It doesn't matter if it's a premiere or what it may be, if it's a time difference or anything like that, depending on what's going on in the world. But like I said, every Friday I will always be here. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This series is by far the one I'm most proud of on my channel. It is one of the series I kind of got nominated for Community Builder, among other things that I do with the community. But this series especially, like I said, is one that is near and dear to my heart, and I will always do it for you guys. So big thank you for anybody who watches in the live chat, anybody who watches on the recap. Next, we're going to dive right into the two kind of not really announcements, but the things I'm tackling on every one of my videos, and they're both in the description. And it is the CBC Awards and Comics Curing Cancer event in October 20th through the 22nd. Both links to both their Instagram and everything you need to know will be listed down in the details in the description of this video, and all my other videos going forward until the events are over, so please go check them out. So on that note, as you saw by the thumbnail, this week this topic is none other than by our favorite webhead, Spider-Man Peter Parker, and it is: no man can win every battle, but no man should fall without a struggle. And I kind of use that as myself, and kind of I like to theme my topics around my past and what's going on in my life. And for me, a few years ago, I was in really rough situations with my whole life and career and drug use and everything like that. This was like 6 or 7 years ago and stuff, before I kind of wrapped everything up and cleaned everything up. I'm 33. But I knew I was going down dark holes and going down rough patches. But no matter what, during that whole time, I was still doing my best to, survive, get through each day, always trying to better myself in those tough situations and always trying to find kind of a way out. So it really speaks volumes that if you think you're in a tough situation, maybe family, relationships, careers, home, whatever, that's a very broad spectrum of things, whatever it may attain to, you're not stuck in that situation, and that doesn't have to be your life forever. Each day, you might hate going to work, you might hate doing this, you might think, is this what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life? And the simple answer is no. Nobody's forcing you to, get up and go do those things, bills and everything. Of course, you always got to take care of those, but you don't have to continue to fall down that, boring hole, that same day in and day out routine where you're just being that type of person. You can always try to achieve greater while you're, kind of stuck in that routine. So that's what YouTube is for me. Work is whatever. The new job has been going great, but it's still work at the end of the day. Family's great, love life's great, relationships great, everything like that. But, I use YouTube as kind of that fallback of kind of that, hopefully one day maybe this can take off and maybe I can make a real difference in this world and try and really change people's lives even more than I already have. And hopefully, with my comic collecting, I can get to the point where maybe I can buy and resell or whatever it may be. There's people like Comic Tom and Gem Mint that do amazing things with the community, or just get to that level where you can really use the hobby, use YouTube, use your passions and your dreams, and use that as a sustainable means of outcome and standard of living. So a lot of us are always dealing with those struggles day to day, but at the end of the day, you're never stuck in those situations. There's always a bright end to each tunnel. No matter how dark the night gets each day, there's always going to be a sunrise no matter what. So those tough days, they're not going to last. I believe in you that you can get past it. So we'll move on to the next kind of thing. Like I said, if you missed any of my content, I always drop a video Monday. I got Whatnot Wednesdays, and then I got my Sunday night sesh. I do want to say, if all goes well and everybody's there, and as it should work out, I planned ahead, it's going to be first appearance Sunday, so it's going to be a banger show over on my Sunday. Sorry for that weird cut right there. My cat was literally barging into my room trying to get in here. So we'll move on. Like I said, my Sunday night sesh this Sunday at 6 p.m. Don't miss it. It's going to be a banger. We're going to move on to the shoutouts. If you want to be added to the shoutout, please leave hashtag shoutout on any of my videos. I'm weird about things, and that's just me being personally. I don't like to ask people for a lot of things, and that's just kind of how I was raised with my childhood and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, not everybody likes to be shouted out week in and week out and tagged week in and week out. So I understand that and respect that as well, but I love everybody all the same. So, to start off, we have Philtastic Comics and Art, Darren Gilmore, David's Comics and Wrestling, Cole's Comic Claims, Wahoo Comics, Trev the Shipping Guru, Zach's Collections, Brian LCS, Chop and Drop 2013, It's Natrix, Callie and Jordan Squad, Comics by the Bay, Cat Fan Comics Man, Joseph Michaels, The Adventurous Joe, Christopher Rue, Just Your Average Geeks, Jean Mello, Evil's Comics, White Mojo Wolf, Dale Suspense, Comics and Collectibles, Where'd You Get That, TM Nerdy, Tony's Diecast Customs, Swish Rips, Comicverse, Couchin' and Scalchin' with C. Bizzle, Psychotronic Squirt Gun Aaron, Ben Parker Comics, Collectorholic, Boyd, Jimmy G, Wellbore, and the new one I added was Justin over at 3 Good Nerds. So all those channels will be linked down in the description, along with the Comics Curing Cancer C3 event and the CBC Awards. So again, I thank everybody hanging out in chat. I love you guys to death. Make sure after this video you hop on over at Mark over at Legion of Comics. He's got his Legion hangout every Friday. And then at 9 a.m. we hop into Cat Fan Comics Man for his live chat. So again, I love you all to death. You're absolute legends. And as always, I hope you guys find what you're looking for. Thank you.